So if I could tell my 14-year-old self something, I would tell him, you're not crazy. Because I used to think I was crazy as hell for like everything I was doing. Because nobody around me was doing this kind of stuff. So I really just tell myself like, you're not crazy, it's cool. And continue to diverge into that stuff. Because I kind of stayed away from it for like 2 years of my life. And I feel like sometimes if I had kept at it, I might be even further than where I am right now. So I would definitely tell myself, you're not crazy.
Everything a nigga touch platinum eyes. Look through my eyes, see through my soul, see through my soul, see all my goals, see all my goals, see through the holes, see through these hoes. I know my foes, I call the shots, see 3PO, so pure as hell, that's Fiji, ho. Michelangelo with a Medici flow.
Well, everybody in my family was cool with it, except for like my parents. Well, my dad was cool with it, but my mom wasn't really with it at first. She's always supported whatever I wanted to do, but because I had a full scholarship in science, and like I went to school, got the degree, like graduated with honors, and had an actual government job when I graduated, she kind of expected me to go that route. But I had a conversation with her, and I told her, I was like, yo, science is cool and everything, but music and art has really always been my passion. So I mean, she was really upset at first. She wasn't disappointed. She just felt like I was making a wrong decision. So I kind of had to over time prove to her that I wasn't making a wrong decision. And now it's like cool. Like we joke about it. Like she's cool with it. She supports me. She listens to my music and stuff. So it's not bad. Now it's good. Growing up, like late school and high school, late middle school and high school, I was considered one of like the cool kids because of how I dressed and like who I hung out with and stuff. When I started like diverting into art and music more so than anything else, I kind of got judged by a lot of my close friends. Like, why are you doing stuff like that? Like, you supposed to be this, you're supposed to be that. And I feel like a lot of the times, like, through the peer pressure, people don't follow their dreams and don't do what they want to do because of what they think people around them will think. And a lot of the times, people don't realize how much caring about other people's, like, opinions of you really can influence what you do. So something I want to do is just create a space where you can go, like a real, like big ass building where you can go and just create shit and not have to worry about anybody's opinions with your own and like the other creators around you. Because in high school, I want to say 11th grade, I went to a competition for science, and it was an NAACP AXO competition. But I won a gold medal in science, art, and music, so I went to nationals for all three. When I got there, it was at the Marriott Marquis in New York City, and it was just like 1,000 different creative niggas around me. And it was like the most like ill shit ever. And I felt like, wow, like if I could be around people like this my whole life, I could do whatever I wanted to do. It's different being around people like you than being around like people who don't have the same ideas as you. So I kind of want to create that space for people, especially little kids.
All right, so something I'm super passionate about. I think that I don't address like the presidency whole situation, Trump being the president and everything, because everybody has a different view on it, and a lot of the times when African Americans speak on it, it sounds like we're just talking about what we've always been talking about. But I think this is actually a different kind of problem. Like it's a new kind of problem. I think that him being a president is a mistake, like a nationwide mistake. You know what I'm saying? Something that might not have been so deliberate. But I think that in order for us to make it through this kind of situation, we're actually going to have to come together, like as a nation. So I think it's going to test us. It's going to test the people. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to test like America as like, a superpower. It's going to test the inside of America because there's so much going on, like not even just like police brutality. There's a lot of different shit going on in a lot of different cultures. What he's done has really affected mass cultures. It's not just black people. It's not just Mexicans. It's not just Indians. It's really crazy right now. And I think that in order for us to advance at all, we're really going to have to come together. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. But people want him to be impeached. People want him to be, some people want him assassinated. That's crazy. I don't think that way. But I think that it's kind of like something we got to live with. And now it's like we have to like sort of like create our own reparations. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a mistake. It was a big mistake. So I don't know how we're gonna get there, but people got to really come together. Like, I don't think there's enough love. I don't think people talk about it enough. I think that love is like the answer to everything. And I don't mean that in like, a relationship sense. I mean it in like an unconditional human sense. Like, it's not really like this race, this race, this race, this race. One thing I love about Pharrell, he's all about the human race. It's just one race. You know what I'm saying? So I think when people start to realize that, then maybe we'll start to see changes in the whole nation and shit, though.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Love it.
Yeah. Cool. So where I'm at right now, I've had a little bit of success. Like, I think I just got an email last night, actually. My album now has over 200,000 streams on Apple Music, like in 52 days, which is dope. It's not crazy, but for independent artists, it's way. But like right now, I just kind of feel underwhelmed, and it's not because I just did so much work to put the album out, but it's just because I feel like there's not really like much competition out there besides like my idols who aren't really doing this like that anymore. You know, I feel like it's too easy to make it, and the standards of the people aren't high enough, and it's kind of like unattractive. It's like a turn off when you care that much about music and like the culture. To see how people take it in, the attention span, how it's like kind of like disembarked from like what it used to be, it's kind of whack. Like, I'm kind of bored with it, and it sucks because it's like it's something I really love to do, and like I'm inspiring a lot of people in doing it, but I don't know. Like, I just feel like I do way too much. Okay, so I say it like this: I feel like I'm way too much in terms of that whole thing to not already be where I should be. And I know it takes time. I don't want to be an overnight success, but like, people make it off of like the stupidest shit, like hooks. Like, people make it off of hooks, and like, I've literally heard the same trap beat for like 4 years in a row, just like with 1,000 different niggas on it. And it's kind of like, it's like annoying. Like, being a musician, a producer, somebody who loves Kanye, somebody who loves Jay, like, I just feel like it's kind of whack. And I think the standard's not high enough. And and trying to raise the standard, that's something that I'm trying to do. But I also feel like me being everything that I am, a producer, an artist, a lyricist, a videographer, like, I kind of do all my shit, so I don't really need anything besides the back end. And I think when you're that kind of person, a lot of the times you get blacklisted. Like, Kanye talks all the time about, in the fashion world, and the music world at first, in the fashion world, how people don't want to fuck with him because he's so wavy. And because if they really did give him what he needed, he would take everything over. And I be feeling like that sometimes, like, with these labels and stuff. I've met with certain labels, I've met with certain people, and the fact that they're not jumping at it is just weird to me, because it's like, if you could see someone like a J. Cole get signed, who's a producer, who's an artist, who can do his shit, blow up like that, and the longevity in that, why not sign somebody like a Kanye and get the longevity aspect, as opposed to signing somebody who's an overnight success and just getting money out of them for 2 years? It doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not a business like person. I didn't go to school for that, but like, I do run my own business, and I was like, what is it called? I don't know. I think it's called like liquidity of money or something like that. In the long run, how much money you make in the long run, shouldn't that matter more than like how much money you make in like a week? So I don't know. It's just different for me. It kind of like, it bores me and underwhelms me, but I try to stay focused and shit, because it is something I love to do. And like, I get a lot of messages every day from people I don't even know telling me how I've inspired them. So it keeps me focused, but it's crazy. I'm in a weird place right now. It's different because like the album's out, like I'm putting videos out. I'm about to start this tour in like a month and a half. And I'm just trying to keep my heart in it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not always easy to do that when you give so much of your heart to something. You feel like the world owes you. Like, Jay-Z said this line on Reasonable God. He was like, the whole world owes me strip. And that's really how I feel. Like, I know it's crazy to feel like that after 2 albums, but like, I really do feel like that. With the kind of work I'm putting in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's different. It could be my ego. It probably is, but I don't really care if it's my ego. That's how I am. Like, that's it. That's really it, yo. That's really how I feel, yo.